Good morning! We are in Bourbonnais, whatever you want to call it, I guess. I think a local guy told me it's pronounced Bourbonnais. Either way, that's where we're at. We're south of Chicago, just on the north side of Kankakee. I don't know where they come up with these town names in Illinois, like Chicago. But that's where we're headed. We gotta go up to Chicago, kick off our load of possibly scrap metal. And then we're gonna head over, pick up some a load of grout for more or less brickwork, that type of stuff. And then head back south towards our home area. Kind of bummed out. Past couple of nights, the northern lights have been visible. Here I am further up north, and I have not yet seen the northern lights yet this year. They're really, if you haven't ever seen them, they're really neat to see. But you need to be in, like, out in the middle of nowhere, with like no light whatsoever, because it makes it a whole lot easier to see. But the past few nights they've been visible, I've been in lit areas or driving down the highway with lights coming at you. It really screws it up. But I don't know, maybe they'll still be rolling tonight and I could get somewhere where it's not so lit. Got a decent view of the sunrise this morning. Planes are out there spraying their chemicals. Well, we are getting ready to head out to our melted ice cream away, other trash, get the road. Time for me to get to work. Straps are all off. I'll take the gloves off and get me a drink of coffee. The first snow I've seen of the season so far. It's all melted except for the big pile. Hopefully one last lift and we're out of here. We'll get it in 2 lifts. We are empty. Let's go get reloaded. It's starting to get warm out. It's supposed to be in the 70s at home this weekend. So we're gonna, I mean, it's getting warm. When the sun's down, it's kind of cool out. The only reason I'm wearing this hat is because I've been having issues somewhere between a wisdom tooth and an earache. And wind gets blown in my ear, and it gets my ear hurting. So I put my little fuzzy hat on, kind of combat the earache. I'd rather deal with the toothache than the earache. Yeah, let's see about getting loaded here. Some quick-free. Sometimes you come up here to the Chicago area, you gotta kind of play charades with these guys. Some of them don't speak English, but they try to communicate with you. So sometimes it turns into a game of charades, and I'm not the greatest at charades, but I play. Yeah, let's tie down here. All right, let's head south. I'm gonna hit the cat scale. Swift stops, parks on the scale, goes inside to get his ticket. Come on, man. We got 34,720 or 33,720 on my drive axle. So we're gonna go in and get a scale ticket to be sure that we got our tails covered. We got our scale ticket, we got our fries, we're good to go. Yeah, it's stuff like this. It just irritates the crap out of me. I know I'd rather see it back in the, at the edge of the parking lot instead of in the middle. But just throwing your trash out, not even trying to clean up after yourself. I guarantee you that's not just a trash bag. I guarantee you. But they won't let me park at Walmart. They won't let me into Buc-ee's. Bunch of nasty morons. They get a pretty cool card. I'll open that up later. These numbers might not mean a lot to you guys, but the guy that's got to follow laws They mean a lot. My concern was my drive axles. 33,720. We're allowed 34,000. That means what? Got 260 or 280 pounds I could play with on my drives. That means we're not getting fuel. The reason why this concerned me is this gauge right here. Normally, when it's right in there, we're right on the money. Just a hair below the 75 mark. The whole charades thing that I was talking about a minute ago, well, that's the issue here. I explained to him, center line is the piece of tape in the middle. Well, he went off of the Mack emblem, which is just a hair above center, and he centered off of that, which puts the weight further forward on the trailer. That's why there's such a gap here. Both of these should be, if he would have centered me up, should be about 32,000. Gross weight, we're allowed 80,000. I'm not worried about that. And a lot of times the steer axle, you know, I think 12,500 pounds is, in most states, are illegal, or the max rating of the steer tires. But they loaded me forward because they didn't understand me telling them that the center line, the piece of tape in the middle was the middle. And so that's the issue at the moment. If we would have been more close to being legal, I wouldn't have worried about a scale ticket, but I'd rather have a scale ticket on hand. You know, if I get pulled in the scale and they say something to me, I can say, well, I scaled it, I haven't gotten fuel, don't plan on getting fuel until I empty out, you know, go from there. Or hopefully the St. Genevieve scale is, or the Bloomsdale scale is closed, and we can maybe get fuel in Peevely. But I got enough fuel to make it down there either way, and probably get back to Fredericktown, so I'm not overly concerned. Well, we better get some fuel before we're walking. So anti-walking juice. That's kind of pretty. Don't know what none of that means. Ripples in the clouds mean something or another. Woo. 223 gallons. Yeah. They got some ugly commercial company around this place. That was tasty. I guess now it's time to digest and go to bed. So we'll catch you all tomorrow. Y'all stay safe. God bless you, and we'll catch you later.